XRP Army, Crypto Army, good morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning here in Hawaii. Anything I say is never financial advice. If you wish to seek a financial advisor, do so. Well, looks like we're doing a little better today, just a little bit. XRP up 2%, The crypto market's in the green a little bit, and, it's just doing fine, Hey man, I still believe in November till it doesn't happen again. I said that many times, and that's just how I feel, people are claiming we're in the bear market and all that. I just don't believe it until next month. Plain and simple, just don't believe it, They could be right. I'm not saying they're wrong. They could be right, but hey, the 4-year cycle says no, they're not right. Until that breaks, then it breaks. But so how's everybody doing? Have you been checking out your portfolio? I try to stay away, but I'm addicted to looking at it, so can't help it. I see us go up a few hundred, I go down, go up, go down. It's just weird. This has been a year that I will never forget. I will never forget this year. But the good thing is we got to buy cheap XRP. That's a good thing, And my other cryptos got to buy a little bit more here and there, So, like I said, I ain't got very much money. I only got a little bit of money I'm putting in, but every bit counts, Until there's no more alt season, then I'll stop and then wait for the bear market and buy more. I'm in for it. So, either way, I was going to be in for the next 5 years anyways. And, I have many people that think I'm crazy for that, but hey, I've done it before, I'll do it again. No big deal. 5 years goes by quick. Hell, this year went by quick. Went by quick as hell. And at my age, man, the years go by, it's like, whew. But, so has anybody checked into like Hedera and any other, the utility coins? And, how do you feel about those? Me, I'm investing more into my utility coins than anything else, so I'm still going to do that. I'm going to do the same, Yeah, it's good here in Hawaii, And, hey, to United Kingdom, thank you, folks, Thank you so much for subscribing and looking at my videos and everything, I hope soon that the crypto market goes up, Zach believes the XRP is going to go up, Jake believes it, others believe it, and I'm just trying to keep a positive note on this, I mean, you could look at the good parts, you could look at the bad parts, The good thing is we're going down, we're accumulating more, To some people it's bad because they've invested a lot this year and, it's dropped so much and they're not looking at, buying more, they're fed up, and I feel bad for that, because when you give up, and it's like they're just waiting. And I've been seeing a lot of comments from people saying they're gonna sell as soon as they break even, and it's like, wow, man, you never had faith in it, never had faith. And people that have been in it for years, they're talking about they're sick of it and stuff. It's like, if you've been in for years, you're up. You're up hundreds of %. What are you sick of? You know, that's just nonsense. If you kept that money in the bank years ago, would you have had this much wealth? No, I don't think so. The bank don't give you nothing, you know. So, you know, and if you got in this year and, you know, you're upset because your portfolio looks bad, you know, you're not giving it time. Give it 5 years, you know. Like people did years ago. They gave it time, you know. The thing is, everybody wants to get rich tomorrow, you know, and that's just not the way it works. It takes time, you know, it takes time. And, you know, I'm sorry you believed in all that dreams that, you know, it's going to skyrocket and all that. You know, that's just dreams, bro. You know, I do believe we're going to go up. I don't know how much, you know. I still have faith in generational wealth. I still do have faith in XRP. That's going to be generational wealth until it's proven not to be. And right now, it hasn't been proven that yet, you know. We're still in the stage where XRP is accumulating so much. They have so much positive, Ripple has so much positive things going right now. You know, I've been hearing other things about other coins like Solana and everything. Everybody's like, wow, Solana, you know, not making the big. Give it time. Give your utility coins time, folks. You know, just because you're not a millionaire tomorrow, and if you are a millionaire, you know, just because you're not a billionaire tomorrow, you know, come on. You know, and if you are a millionaire, you pretty much understand it takes time to commute, you know, to get that kind of money. So it's not going to happen overnight. It just doesn't. That's just not the way it works, you know. And people saying we're all topped out, we're never going to get higher, that's baloney. There's going to be so much money coming into the crypto market. I believe in the next 5-10 years, it's going to be ridiculous. You know, people saying crypto is going to go away, and, you know, that's just nonsense. That is nonsense. That it's only going to be for businessmen again, and no, there's way too much money to be made, you know. That's just not true. So, y'all have a great day. Here's the wife. And, hey, keep strong, people. We got this. Aloha.